Well, if you are an angler, you're being asked to participate in an online survey. This is leading up to the 2019-2020 fishing regulations. Real pleasure to be joined by Dave Park with Alberta Environment and Parks Fish and Wildlife Division.
Okay, thanks, Michael. Really what this is our way of, it's one of our ways of seeking input from Alberta's angling community about what they want their fisheries resources to provide them. And by going online and conducting these surveys, or participating in these surveys, anglers can share their perspectives and preferences with regards to management objectives and then the regulations that are available to achieve those outcomes.
And Dave, I guess it's important for everyone out there to remember that you want to hear from anglers right across the province. It doesn't matter if they belong to fishing clubs or with the level of experience that they have.
Well, that's really, I think, one of the strengths of this approach, because this is a way that everyday anglers can participate, or everyday Albertans. They don't need to belong to a fishing club. They don't need to have years of fishing experience under their belt. They don't need to subscribe to a list or be part of an organization in any way. They just need to basically buy a fishing license, and they're able to take part in these surveys. And we want to hear from everybody. We want to hear from people who have maybe never even fished before and who are simply interested in fish and fishing, and we want to hear from the longtime experts as well.
Why is it so important that we get different perspectives from anglers across the province, Dave?
Well, our fisheries management attempts to provide for a diversity of fishing experiences, of fishery types, and we recognize that there's a diversity of perspectives out there on the landscape. We can't necessarily make any one fishery meet all intended or hoped for outcomes for everybody. But when we look at all the fisheries we have across the landscape and the diversity of anglers, we think that we can do a pretty good job of meeting the expectations in the longer term. And like I said, it's really important for us to have some confidence that we are reaching out broadly and deeply to Alberta's angling community, and this kind of online survey tool is a great way for us to do that.
Is this the first year that the survey has been launched online?
It's second year of full implementation of this kind of thing. Traditionally, we would have done town hall meetings, only town hall meetings, or had face-to-face interaction with anglers out at the lakes or the streams, and conducted surveys through newspapers, etc., things like that, more traditional approaches. But in this age of electronics and internet accessibility, it's great having this tool.
So where do we go to participate in this survey?
The survey, these online engagement surveys right now are open until December 17th, I believe, and they can go to My Wild Alberta and get information there and link to the survey page, or they can go right to Talk AEP, Talk Alberta Environment and Parks, Talk AEP for short. So get involved in these surveys, get engaged, and tell us what you think about fishing in Alberta.